And finally, tenor. So I got this mouthpiece. This is the Ambika 3, and obviously metal. I've had this, I don't know, roughly about a year, and I really like it. At first, I asked to go to a bigger size, and then I played it, and I had a really bright sound, and so I had to, obviously adjust my embouchure. And I found that when I was playing on a 7, that I had a lot more rap with my lip to make this more, firm. And then it was also a little bit more towards the tip. And I found it, just by manipulating my air and then changing my embouchure so that I have a little bit more fleshy bottom lip that's a little bit farther down, that it was getting the sound I wanted. And now I really dig it. It's a good match for my 82Z unlacquered Yamaha. And yeah, it's real open on top. And it's funny, I go back to all these mouthpieces that I played for a long time, particularly mostly 7s. And I really like those, but it doesn't, like, I just find myself wanting more gas, right? More room to have some volume. And I dig this because it's the Ambika, so it's Theo's darkest piece, so I don't get that. I get more of the feeling of like a link, on like a big open link, big open chamber. So it's not bright per se. It cuts, but it's not bright. I also noticed when I was playing the smaller Ambikas that sometimes the low end didn't quite come out how I wanted. And me having to adjust my embouchure sort of adjusted for that as well. So I like this a lot. It slots. So, you can get on it, but you can also, if I wanted to go. So it can kind of go old school. It's a little bit more modern than, say, an old piece, but in my situation with Big Baby Daddy, it's pretty loud on stage, and there's always an issue of cutting. Does it cut? Does it cut through all the sound on stage? And it does, but it doesn't have that bright, edgy sound that some of the bigger mouthpieces have, and it doesn't. It's a nice open chamber. It doesn't have a wedge or anything in there that's altering the sound. So I have other pieces that are a little bit warmer on the low end. 10 minutes. Okay, thanks. I don't have a lot of call for syrupy low end, So anyway, what I did get now is a new Ambika that they sent, which I can find right here. Is the same thing as this, but it is. Is this it? No. I got the same thing as this. It's an Ambika 3, but it's a hard rubber. And I should have found this before. What's that? Ambika 3, it's the 8. Still my squeak chair. Here it is. All right. I'll give that a listen. So yeah, I mean, it has the same sort of projection. Obviously, it's the same cup, the same exact mouthpiece. It's just hard rubber. And I find that the difference is it just, it doesn't quite have the steering as the metal. Like the metal really like slots through like fast passages, whereas the hard rubber sort of feels like a kind of, it's like a sports car versus like a nice sedan or something. Like this gets it done. It sounds good. It doesn't quite slot as cleanly, but you may want that and you may not. Anyway. It's a lot easier to get the old school sound, so I'm debating on whether to use it on stage for Voodoo Daddy purposes. So it's open on top. A little syrupy, more syrupy bottom end. So there you have it. Those are my two Ambikas. I like them both. So there you have it. I think that's all the new stuff I got.